the she-camel. But the society instigated that person to do it, accepted that unfortunate crime. And Quran will say فَعَقَرُوهَا, very beautiful. In one place said عَقَرَ, in another place Quran will say عَقَرُوهَا in the plural. Yes, it manifested itself at the individual level. So don't be deceived when you see it at the individual level, but it may have a sociological and social dimension to it also. So the whole society was responsible, and this is why the punishment did not touch only the person who did the crime, but the whole society, because they have reached that level, even if they did not do it themselves, but they were responsible for the crime itself. إِذِ انْبَعَثَ أَشْقَاهَا فَقَالَ لَهُمْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ نَاقَةَ اللَّهِ وَسُقْيَاهَا. So Salih alayhi salam told them about really the regulations, if you like, of the whole process. That this she-camel, okay, will have one day for herself to drink and eat, but there is the next day will be for you. You can benefit from everything that it can produce. لَكُمْ شِرْبٌ وَلَهَا شِرْبُ يَوْمٍ مَعْلُومٍ. One day for you, and you see, it is very interesting. Again, remember that these people were living, they are part of Arabia. So in the desert, okay, and what is the most important, animal? The camel. For travel, for its its milk, its meat, everything. Okay, we call it, it was presented to us when we studied history, that it is the boat of the desert, the ship of the desert. Is that right? So, and to the point that certain societies in Arabia, they worship the camel. The same way some of them worship the palm tree. Because this is how people will see the value of something, and they think that it will have the authority over them. They make out of that an idol or a god. You see what I mean? But again, here you can see there is a lot of symbolism. That the naqa is, the she-camel is a source of all the bounties for you. But you have to do something about it to give you back. So you have to provide her. Take care of her. The same way we saw it in كُلُّ نَفْسٍ لَمَّا عَلَيْهَا حَافِظٌ. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us in that planet and protected us. But you have also to preserve the environment in order to continue to give you. If you violate that universe, the universe will revolt against you. And we know it. Tell us, Dr. Shahid, if you do, not you, but if a chemist does something wrong in his experiments, he may produce an explosion. He will be the first victim. If you build a bridge as an engineer, but on wrong calculations, what will happen? You have seen Zorba the Greek? It's very interesting. You see it now in a different eyes. He wants to build something, like the pulley system to bring the lumber from a high place down to the shore. But he did it in a very primitive way, not based on right calculations. What happened? It collapsed. And he was probably on the edge, on the brink of being the first to be hurt by this, and if not dead by it. So you see how the universe will revolt if you do something wrong. Will revolt. I am saying that today sometimes we may see this revolution in the form of hurricanes or flooding or earthquakes. You see, this is where we start saying, or tsunami, we start saying we need monitors to tell us, to predict when these are coming. Why we don't do that in our social life? And why don't we have centers to predict sociologically and anthropologically what are the threats, what are the dangers that each society, our communities are really facing, how we can prevent them before they happen. This is really the challenge now before us. Because we don't have these monitors, we don't have these centers. Everything we are doing on primitively, unfortunately. And we lose all the time because we don't know how to prevent. And Quran is full of this word, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ. If you fear, don't wait until the problem starts, whether in the family or in the community or in the world. Don't wait until it comes and happens. But how you can predict and prevent. The same way we monitor the movement and the behavior of certain diseases. And the best is really to prevent. Is that right? Not after I have an outbreak, I say, oh, let me see how I can abort that outbreak. But if I can be preemptive about it. And alhamdulillah, we have a good example of H1N1. I think, despite, all the shortcomings and weaknesses, okay, but we are learning. But we did very good job. I'm talking about the whole world, again, because we predicted. And we worked on that very quickly in order to prevent something really bigger. You see what I mean? So, فَكَذَّبُوهُ فَعَقَرُوهَا. So they slaughtered, they don't want the light of the day. They want to stay, as Quran said, كَمَنْ مَثَلُهُ فِي الظُّلُمَاتِ. Can you equate the one who is carrying the light among the people with the one who is left in the darkness? لَيْسَ بِخَارِجٍ مِنْهَا. Who is in the darkness and cannot come out of it. You see, when it becomes the day, the night becomes longer and longer. And the darkness will be, it is amazing. Wallahi, it is, I'm sure every one of you just a few days ago experienced something of that. When we had the flood, simple flood. You were not concerned, you were not concerned, you were not concerned. Every one of us was concerned. Even about something like the water coming into our basements. Is that right? Did you see? Wallahi, it's like a river was passing by my house. A river of that level. Wallahi, that level. Between me and my neighbors. So it is real.
You don't sleep the night time.
Just from the sound, of the thunder and the lightning and all this. So فَكَذَّبُوهُ فَدَمْدَمَ عَلَيْهِمْ رَبُّهُمْ بِذَنْبِهِمْ فَسَوَّاهُ. بِذَنْبِهِمْ, again back. Because of their sins, because of their shortcomings, before or because of what they have done. The whole thing collapsed on them. And the verb damdama, you see the repetition of the letters? Dama, dama. In Arabic, when you see something like this, you see the repetition. Not only the repetition of the letters, but the repetition of the letters reflect the repetition